Well, the insulation is being installed. This is going to be some little tips, and the reason they didn't put those in, and it's about every other, and you see they stopped them, is you're going to have little channels here. More or less air can come up through there all the way up to your roof vent. Now here's some little tips. If you got a shower, of course make sure it's screwed in and all that, and your plumber does that, or whoever installed your shower. But these lips, as you can see that lip on it, right there on that shower, yes, they can run sheetrock straight to it, but there's always going to be that little offset when it comes back to this stud. So what we do is we build out with shingles. And what that does, it makes it a lot more flush. Well, the back wall, it doesn't matter. It will be offset, but because it's on an angle and you're looking straight at it, you can't actually see it. But right there, when that sheetrock is running down that wall, it's good to build out that first stud, so it all comes in a lot more even. And that's a little tip to make your walls a little bit smoother. I've seen some houses where you come in and you can actually see it in the baseboard where it's kind of jacked up. Okay, these nail plates right there guarding your water lines, if you're putting in baseboard or something like that, those are actually really handy. Stops the nail from going through your pipe. So if your plumber's doing a job, or if you are, make sure you put those nail plates in. Might save you from a leak down the road. And another little tip, if you're watching HGTV or something like that, this, sometimes they would call it the improper way of putting on insulation. What you're supposed to do is take these lips and put this one over and put the next one and hang it over so it completely covers the stud. Well, that's fine, and they say it works better. Insulation companies would disagree completely, because when your sheetrocker comes in, like ours, they glue and screw the studs on. Now, how are you going to put glue like Max Bond or drywall glue, and they put dots, or sometimes they run a bead all the way down it? How are they going to put any glue on here when the paper on both sides is completely covering it? It'll be just like that, and they put their staples in. You cannot put glue, would not hold on paper. So that's another little tip. If you don't want your sheetrock falling off the ceiling, same for up here, make sure it's done like this and it works just as well. That is false what they say about not insulated properly. And another little tip, we're not done with the bottom of this yet. We still got to put on the little 10-inch piece on bottom. But boxes on a wall, and this is on the exterior wall, this electrical box. What we've done is, just to show you, this is cut to go around it, and what you do is you take this and you tuck it in behind the box. And that keeps that cold air, make sure it's completely behind the box, leaves a little flap there on the side, and that keeps that cold air, when you put your hand up to it, from coming through that box. Same for these. All these little boxes, you make sure that insulation is behind that box and it keeps that cold air from coming through. And that'll also help you majorly.